Today is move-in day at CU Boulder. Big transition for so many families. If you watch the end of 3 o'clock, we know that Dr. Cheryl Ziegler just did this and then really jazzed up the room. You know, girls care about these things. 9 News parenting expert, licensed clinical psychologist. This is a big transition that you prepare for, but I don't think anybody, the young people and the parents are truly prepared until the moment happens.
Yeah.
That's so true. I mean, even over this last week, I made this post and I said, I've heard so many times this week, like, no one prepares you for this. And I said, the truth is no one can prepare you for this. Some people are just in denial before and then they say goodbye and they really fall apart. Some parents are like, I had no idea. And there's some people like me who knew what's coming. So then I spent the last months and months already in this anticipatory grief. And then now today, 48 hours later, I feel okay. So I feel like you do it, you kind of have that big sense of grief, either on the front end or the back end. But I don't think anyone can really prepare you.
That feels like an eternal truth of parenting, though. Everybody says you'll never be ready for this, or you never and you don't realize it until you actually go through it.
Yes, exactly.
We know that this transition is tough on the kids who are going to college.
Yeah.
What does it do to their mental health?
So for them, what happens is they go away and all of a sudden, all of the scaffolding, meaning like all of the systems in place that allow them to get up on time and get to work and, you know, eat and just live, all of a sudden they're stripped away at one time. So it's not like one thing at a time, like, hey, now it's time to learn. It's at once. Truly, they go to college and it's like, you are on your own, you live on your own, figure out how to eat, figure out the meal plan, figure out like probably 15 different things just in the first 48 hours. And so I think for them, there's a sense of overwhelm. And statistically, they feel, it's interesting, about 1 in 3 say they're depressed, 1 in 3 experience anxiety, and a little bit over half will say they experience pretty significant loneliness. So that's what makes this so hard. We build this up so much. You're going to college, it's so amazing. And then when they get there, though, there are some really significant challenges that I think parents and communities can support them through, but they're there.
Yeah, it's that sense of overwhelming independence that they love, but then that homesickness sinks in, and then there's roommate battles, and there's all kinds of things.
Yeah, and the skills to know how to manage those things, right? Maybe you're okay at one thing, but then another thing you're not that great at.
So what can a parent do, like, to preemptively? I mean, you don't want that college student calling you 24/7, and you're thinking, oh man, you're not ready to do this.
Yes.
What can you do to say, you're gonna get through this, you're gonna manage it yourself?
So, I mean, I had my own experience last night, right? There was an issue of, all the dining options are closed. What do I do? And I knew it would be really easy for me to say, oh, okay, well, I'll just send you something. So I said, what do you think you can do, right? So put the question back onto them. What's a solution that you have? Also, just setting things up like, do you know where the student health center is? If you were sick, do you know where you would go in the day, in the middle of the night? There are things I think that parents can do to set them up, because inevitably they are going to get sick. Something's going to be closed. They've got no money, or they don't have their meal plan, whatever it is. So I think that what we can do is we know, for the most part, probably some of those challenges, and just say to them, let's plan for them. That's one thing that's really, really helpful. And the other thing is just knowing that you're there for them, but you're not there to solve their problems.
They gotta solve them. That's how they build the brains.
Yep.
How do parents stay connected to the kids but not overdo it?
Yeah.
I know. I think follow your kid's lead, right? So let them call you, let them send you a text. Yes, you might change your routine a little bit, but you know, if you always did a good morning, I love you text, you can probably keep that up, but keep it simple. You don't want them to be worrying about you at home. And I am speaking to myself, which I have been doing really good. But you know, you want them to be like, okay, someone's there still on the other end, but I don't have to report to them. I don't have to FaceTime them every day. I don't have to check in, because that's what this is really about. So let them lead and just kind of do a little bit of what you used to do, but also we have to step back, because that's what this stage is really about.
And then live for Parents Weekend.
That's
38
what I say. Days and counting.
See, I knew. Now, how do you, though, notice the difference between just adjusting to something more serious?
Yes. So you really want to look at those yellow flags and red flags. So adjusting is like, oh, frustration, a little aggravation, a little whispery conversation of like, my roommate's a slob or whatever it is, normal. However, you want to see persistent things like they're not getting out of bed. Maybe they're skipping classes. Maybe they're skipping meals. They sound really down for an extended period of time. And I think in the college transition, for me, that would be like 2 days or more, right? And so if they're really, sleeping and their appetite are two really, really big ones, and then their mood, those are 3 of the biggest things to look for. If it's more than 2 days or so, I would say, hey, let's talk. Let's really be on top of what's happening and what can we do. So just attack it and address it as soon as you see it, even if you're a little bit off. And if they're like, it's not that big, I'm just tired. It's better to be safe than, let them suffer.
Yeah, just know you're supporting them still.
Yeah, you're still there.
It's a wild and crazy time. Everybody's meeting everybody. There's orientations. It's all fun. I want to go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's like, take me back.
Thanks, Dr. Ziegler.